It seems to be working, yeah. I don't know what it was. I just ran it a few times and then it started working. Speedrunning the menus.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Modgoy99 just resubbed for 4 months.
Thank you. Who's shooting? I fucking thought so, pal. Oh Lord. Flash Drive Wednesday, I guess. Thank you. I don't know why people love watching me play Tarkov. I'm terrible at it. I suppose that's the entertainment. It's not some lad running around at light speed doming everybody. It's someone being terrible at Tarkov. I don't know why it's decided you can't vault easily out of windows anymore, but I don't know what my objective is here. Get loot, I guess.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Pojitankat just resubbed for 130 months. Good day, sir.
Thank you.
But it's time to goose.
Inmaril Radway just resubbed for 10 months. Ratdance, 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 may the Rat Lord grant you loot plenty.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Gosei91 just resubbed for 125 months. Happy 125-year anniversary, Ted. Hope you and the family are keeping well. Lots of love, Gosei Sokso.
Thank you, Goosey. Jesus. Oh, you fucking dick.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Jurabil just resubbed for 101 months.
Thank you. Yeah, it's got swag donuts as well. Killed by Margrave Tech. Swag donuts is one thing, although it's two separate things in a way.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Eddie Merckx just resubbed for 51 months, hoping for a headshot flax kill this morn.
Oh, why would you want me to die? Oh, we don't have any ammo for this thing. Well, that's typical. We need to go somewhere like labs. Good enough. I feel like it's missing a part. Do you know what I mean? Like, where's the... Is that really the stock? It appears to be very effective, but it looks terrible. A good morning watch? I can see that. Who the hell is that at my door? Matt? What was I doing before yogs/streaming? Very little. I had no job. Hadn't worked for 3 years because I was being a stay-at-home dad. So, Horse Renoir, I am very worried about having suction cups because I'm on the top floor. Well, I'm in the loft conversion. So if it falls off, it's going to go rocketing down and smash into the flat top of my kitchen extension. So I don't really want to do that because suction cups do come off. Like, change of weather, a couple of fat pigeons land on there. So I've just put it on the windowsill, and I've got 2 pigeons that come every day to get bird feed. They're very sweet. I didn't get back in time, Axel. I was going to play it, but Plague was like, are you back this weekend? Because rematch is open. And I thought, man, that looks stupid. And therefore a really fun lads game. But yeah, I didn't get back until Monday, so I missed it. But as soon as it's out, oh, I'll be fucking jumping on that. That looks like Bants. So yeah, I was a stay-at-home dad for 3 years, 3.5 years, with nothing else to do, like just looking after the kids. Did a little bit of copywriting for a friend of mine. She has a website company, so I did some copywriting for some websites for her. But it was just like, tiny amount. And then before that, I worked as an assistant producer for Sky Poker TV for, I want to say, 2.5 years, maybe even 3 years, as a freelancer, which should be illegal. If they're employing you that much for 3 years, they should probably consider you an employee, but Sky skirting the law as ever. I didn't do that. And before that, I did more poker stuff, but freelance. Before that, I worked at a psychic television show. And before that, I can't remember what I did before that. Where the hell am I? I should have bought some kind of night vision gear, I think. I can't see a sodding thing. Oh, I know where I am. Let's try and get up to the top of our hill. Yeah, psychic TV show. No, I wasn't the psychic. Very funny, Bob. Yeah, there's a fucking laser over there. I can see it. You see that? Damn. I will find you some Psychic Private Eyes, which was the show that I worked on. Later became Psychic Detectives. A lot of people think I didn't. Like, people can't find any evidence of it. I assure you, I wouldn't make something like that up. PFlax. Huh. (2006 to 2007). That was the season. Production manager Ted Forsyth. Two episodes? Fuck off. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh man.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Flying-Duckman just resubbed for 39 months.
Thank you. Yeah, I worked there for a year.
Excuse
I was in one episode.
But it's time to goose.
Guarel 321 just resubbed for 14 months.
Psychic Private Eyes. Wow, it's not even on YouTube.
The truth is here. Paranormal on
murders and unsolved crime.
Linda, like that feeling that links with me too, and a Karen.
Then the lady that we're looking for has a very what I call like a male energy. You know, she is somebody that would be quite strong, you know, and she would want to do things for herself. Sorry, the way I'm getting it is she won't take no crap, you know. That's what I'm feeling. But she's got a very gentle heart as well.
I know this lady was very well liked and very well thought of.
Hello,
by
Pidgey.
all those that knew her.
And it's like she should be sitting in between you two.
Tony Stockwell.
Feel as though I'm in a cool country. So I feel I want to go to a warmer country and also get a feeling like I'm listening to Spanish music.
So one office. I mean,
There's not much of a noise.
That way, she don't like that at all. Left in
Religion.
He did come through state, which is what she was interested.
It's certainly more lawless. Yeah, the lucky ones sell up and move back to Britain.
So that was obviously a different show, but I worked on it for I worked on it for a year, and the reason they hired me as their production manager, which is a senior role, was because they were cheap. And they thought, I reckon we can get this lad to do it for a fraction of the price it would take us to find an actual production manager. That's it. Cheap. And they had a terrible IT system. Terrible. And I think that they thought that because I had some kind of background in computing, that I would be able to fix their IT system. They were wrong. You cannot fix what is just so beyond broken. It was the worst setup I'd ever seen in my life. And I'm not like IT support. So there's a limit to what I can do. Do you know what I mean? I'd never networked up an entire an office before. Jeez. No, of course it didn't. Yeah, they would. I was there. I mean, my contract would have been absolutely fucking tiny, 22, 23k, and I had to commute to Docklands. So basically, I had to go all the way to Canary Wharf, and then down a couple of stops on the DLR, and then about a 20-minute walk every day, there and back. It was like 3 hours of commuting every day. It was miserable. Tiny, shitty office, cramped. The way that they'd set up their IT, they used something called MailChimp, or some Squirrel Mail or something, which was totally insecure, and just awful. I don't know why they fucking used it. It was free. They were just like a surprising number of people that run businesses that would consider themselves smart business people have so little idea of how computers work that it's actually dangerous for them to have anybody's data. I genuinely believe that. I don't even think that's even close to an opinion that most people would not share. That is, in fact, the most boring, normie opinion you could have. DLR for 2 stops? Hello, mister. I do love my Pidgeys. Heavens. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. What was this key called? RBVO. Sorry, are you out? Have you got none left? Oh, I see. Huh? Yes, I'm feeding the Pidgeys. They were tapping their feet and cooing at me. Hmm? Yeah, just to get my attention, you know. Oh, there's peanuts in this one. Bit laggy on reserve, actually.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Eddie Bingo just resubbed for 14 months. Bosh.
Thank you. Sneaky shit. Flute dude, gotcha. Thank you, Eddie Bingo. I don't know what that means. Why do you think you'll be shaking my hand? What do you know that I don't? Here we go. Oh, hello. Can't remember the button to brace. Son of a bitch! Ow! Thank you. What's that? Bop. Everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. Take a message back from me. Tell them how I'm defying gravity. Defying gravity. And soon I'll match them for renown. For nobody who ever was no wizard that there is or was is ever gonna bring me down. I hope you're happy. Bring me down.
мать твою, а ну иди сюда, говно собачье. Решил ко мне лезть.
Fucking love kicking doors, these boys. Can you hear breathing? Give Marit fucking booting. That's a little unfortunate. Fucking hell.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Chef just resubbed for 51 months. Su cableat.
Ah, indeed, very much so. Yeah, what a joke. Lukaku? I don't know if you guys have seen this. This really made me laugh. This is it's a Japanese game show where these lads have to try to do an American accent, and it's very funny.
So I heard you guys are like kind of group, a comedy group, right? What do you like most about each other?
B-type. Blood B-type.
Oh, blood type.
Yeah. Blood B-type.
Blood type.
Hi. Call me Yoshi.
Yoshi.
You see me, Tokui, call me Yoshi.
Oh, Yoshi. How are you doing? Nice seeing you.
Hi. いいね、アメリカンな挨拶でね。I have one question to you.
Yes.
Are you terrorist? 違うよ。よくお前ハグできたな。そんな疑ってるやつを。ジョーク。よかった。泰造とかもう英語得意ですか？
What's your name? Oh, my name is Ryohei.
Hey.
Yo. And you are Taizone.
My name is Taizone.
Hey, what's your name?
先進め。聞いとけよ。話。Hey, come on. In English, come on. What's your name? 名前はいい。名前はいい。My name is Taizone. Your name, please. You. Arietta. お前アリエッタなのか。My name is Arietta. Hey, Arietta. Hey, have a nice day. Hey, battle, please. You shut up and don't count. Be quiet! Be quiet! Wait. Be quiet! Come on! Hey, what's your name? Be quiet! お前が聞いたんだ。名前はお前が聞いた。What's your name?
My name's Ryohei.
No, big boys! What's your name?
Ryohei.
No, big boys! More!
Ryohei.
No, more!
Ryohei. Ryohei.
Shut up!
I love that. That's like their vision of Americans is hey, what's your name? It's so funny. Hey, what's your name? DI voice line. Hey, what's your name? It's too niche. Also, you know, it's predicated on me, you know, being invited this year. We'll see. One can but hope. There is a very small Japanese Dota scene. I think they might even have their own servers. Mostly it's Russians. If I get invited this year, I'm trying to come up with a really clever line that, like, I'm so stupid. We like that, but people think, I don't want to say I'm stupid, but Effie's voice line was, she was telling me, like, you could use it as it sounds positive, but you could also use it in a negative way. Like, it was pretty clever. Hey, what's your name? Was that aimed at me? Oh, cripes. Gotta see what's going on over here. Don't go away! mount is V. You know what? When I was a kid, quite a lot of those cartoons, when somebody got something exploded on their face, they would just be immediately in blackface. And then gradually they sort of phased that aspect of older cartoons out. You know, just the blatant racism in a kid's cartoon. It's kind of crazy how long it was there for, though. Like, it wasn't like just there for a little bit. It was there for years, I remember it. Oh! key cards. I mean, especially if you look at the ones that were made in the era when the US was at war with Japan. Just absolutely tons and tons of anti-Japanese stuff. It's crazy time. Failed a quest, unless somebody just played that for fun. Wait, there's a key in my backpack? I could put that in there. That is maximal efficiency, thank you. Oh, we got the key for this. So, his owner, or I don't think she was his owner. She was meant to be the maid who worked at, you know, whatever house Tom lived in. And she was tasked with looking after the house. And, of course, she was the one who came into contact with and had the most issues with Tom the cat. Rather than being his owner. And she had the stereotypical voice that they had for black women in that era. I didn't know Perrin had got all woke. Oh, I used to like this stream. Why is he gone all woke? Yeah, she was. I mean, that it is a racist trope, especially the way she spoke. Because, I mean, if you look at, basically, I think they were all modelled on the sort of maid that they had in Gone with the Wind, who just had that sort of the exact voice and the shape. And the do-rag and all the rest of it that just apparently marked them out. You know, that's what they're like. I mean, no, it was racist. There's no question about it. And then when they redid them, they just had like a normal black woman's voicing the character, and a bunch of people were like, "I can't believe what is going on?" You can find compilations on YouTube and Instagram and places, reels of the incredibly racist stereotypes that they used to have. I mean, just imagine being a little kid watching that and seeing a caricature of yourself in a kid's cartoon. If you watch movies from the 90s, a lot of movies from the 90s and even the early 2000s, there's a lot of homophobic, transphobic, and sexist stuff. A lot. I love this gun, the Mutant. That's a good gun. Why is this so tiny? I don't know, but I'll take it. I mean, yes, there are, like... There's zero chance movies like that will get made today. Times change. I think we can acknowledge it's not the way it should be. We can appreciate their places in film history. I mean, I watched Dumbo as a kid, and it never occurred to me that the black crows in that film are meant to be black stereotypes. Like, that's what they are. And I know that people might not like to hear that because they don't believe it or whatever, or they think, oh no, what a load of rubbish. But that is quite an old trope, it turns out. And you know, modern audience, I'm sure people are like, oh, I didn't know. And that's fair enough. But I don't think it's enough to just say, oh, it was the time, because I think you still need to look at it through a modern lens, because we're looking at we're not people from that era. So I'm not looking back and saying, oh my god, we should, you know, delete these films and never show them again. But people lost their minds when they redubbed the black woman in Tom and Jerry. They were like, "What's guys woke and mad?" You know, they fucking didn't like it. And I think it's probably a positive that we are saying. I mean, the fact that they didn't just say, "Oh, we're never showing this again," they said, "Oh, okay, we need to fix that," and they did, and people still weren't happy because they were like, oh, "It's no, you know, it's fucking, what's the big deal? It's just a cartoon, isn't it? It's just a laugh." I want more keys. Damn it. I'm just going to keep running VBMR. I want to get some really poggers keys. There was, yeah. You only ever saw her legs. She was the one who went like, "Thomas!" like that. were great comics, great cartoons though. But I mean, yeah, you know, at the time, being racist was de rigueur. It was absolutely fine. But I think saying it was of the time, there were definitely people back then who were not racist and were fighting against it. And there were an awful lot of people resisting any change when it came to racism. So it's just worth bearing in mind that, you know, people who were just of their time were still intelligent people who thought that racism was cool. So apparently with swag donuts, you'll even get D2. You'll get enemies spawning in D2, which means there's potential once again for camping D2. I'll try it. Any chance we get a military battery? What's this? A fucking newspaper. I thought it was something cool. God damn it. Oh, for fuck's sake, thank you. I mean, just bear in mind, I grew up in the 70s and 80s and 90s, and I didn't come out of it a racist and a sexist and a homophobe. Despite the fact that in that era, that kind of stuff was way more accepted than it is now. Even in the 90s. Which people think of as being, like, relatively, for the rest of that century, a relatively enlightened time. Which it was. People would say, come on, man, you can't think like that. It's the 90s. I grew up in the right place. I mean, New York at that time was, in my neighborhood, one of the most diverse neighborhoods I think I've ever lived in. My class at school was like every race you can imagine, every background. Sadly, some of the kids that I grew up with, well, they're Americans, so they're susceptible to being propagandized a little more than most, I'd say, but quite a few of them who I grew up with, same upbringing as me, same background, same friend groups, now big Trump fans. It's kind of wild. It has, but I think it's changed a lot in the last few years. I think we got him. It's annoying, isn't it? You get older, you become more conservative. A lot of people, anyway. It's the easy route. It's like the dark side. Quicker, easier, more seductive. It's much easier to just say everything's rubbish nowadays, isn't it? It is, but without the fab stock, it's kind of useless. Yeah, my mum says some shit that you think you were in the CND and banned the bomb and all that stuff, and now that it's like, quite frankly, not your generation anymore, and you're on your way out, suddenly you're all Daily Mail about stuff. It's not even like she's that bad. It's just some of the stuff she says, you think, I know where you got that. Like, my dad's always been very conservative, right? Thinks Ronald Reagan was a terrific president, all that kind of stuff. And he believes that, and despite all evidence to the contrary, hold on, I've got some dust on my microphone. He believes that all government is bad because it's inefficient, and the people that work in government have, and this is his words, no incentive to not fail. They just don't care. That all these government workers they're just in it for the paycheck and the pension, and they do not care about how the job goes or wasting money or any of that. And that inherently, because the motivation for government workers is zero, all government is less efficient than private business. Now, if you think that, I always say this, are you telling me that these huge corporations are not absolutely stuffed with waste? And that the bigger these corporations get, the better they are? I think, given the scale and difficulty of running a country, most government in Western developed countries is pretty fucking good. And the systems that we have in place and the aid that we give people is, to me, remarkable. Because it covers so much ground. Think how many people we have to look after and think about and manage and all the rest of it. I think we do a pretty good job, but apparently not. And I'm just like, have you never had to deal with a company? Like, genuinely, have you never had to deal with some fucking dickhead company? That's the only explanation I can think of. Isn't this worth an absolute shitload? Or am I wrong? No. I am wrong. I just think it's nuts. The amount of faith that people put in companies just because they're in it for the moolah. It's like, oh, well, yeah, they'll be more efficient because, they want to make more money. Like, have you ever had to deal with a company? I'm going to guess not. Because it's fucking awful. They'll bump you around all over the fucking place. They'll palm your concerns of, oh, it's not our problem, it's this department, that department. You ever tried to call up a company and, like, cancel something? The idea that they're more efficient is just a fucking joke. So yeah, that makes me laugh when people say that it's because of the efficiency. I'm like, damn, you really never fucking tried to deal with a company, eh? I mean, and the other thing is, like, if you look at Thames Water is a good example that someone's given. If you look at that, in what way could you genuinely look at it and say, that it's been better for people? Because any business, whether it's Thames Water or whether it's British Rail or anything, they all go through the exact same process of cutting costs by saying, like, oh, we should get rid of some of these workers we've got. That'll save some money, and if we put prices up as well, then we'll make, we'll make more money, and the system will be better and more efficient because we've cut costs and we've cut the staff. But if you take that and just have that at a government level, you don't also then need to say, we need to increase our profits this year compared to last year because our shareholders will be pissed off and we have to deliver value to them. So whatever efficiency you have from an organization, if you're saying that the reason it's better is because it also has to make even more money, therefore they'll be more efficient, I think you're a joke. They won't be more efficient. They will just cut things to the absolute bone and put prices up, which is what they've done. There's a reason that trains are so fucking expensive in this country now, and it sure as hell isn't anybody's fault. And these private companies that are so efficient get big fat government fucking assistance. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Bob just resubbed for 87 months.
Oh, don't worry. They also need to make profit on top of the costs. Oh, well, I'm sure that'll be more efficient. What are you talking about? How is it going to be more efficient if you now also, in addition to running it, have to make it make more money each year than it did the previous year? And how many companies that do that do you know that run like clockwork? They all end up in the fucking shitter. Where is the black key card in labs? I mean, what does it open? Oh, no. The lock location is main working area. I might need someone to is this the one that you open and it's just a little room and it's just stims all over the floor? Oh, that's pretty good. Oof. What am I shooting here? What is happening?
Yeah, keep talking.
I think this is bugged. What do you think? It's a little bit bugged. Whoa! It happens sometimes. We can't kill them, they can't kill us. I used all my ammo and the only thing that killed him was the grenade. I can't remember what it is. It's quite a common Tarkov bug. I've had it before. God damn, we're going to lose like half our squad this summer. Oh, that's a shame. I've never done airsoft because I remember when I was about, I would have been about 16, 17, I went paintballing and I thought it was absolutely amazing. And I loved it, I absolutely loved it. And I was fearless, and getting shot by paintballs, I was like, ow, but this is cool. You know, it didn't bother me. And then my mate had a stag do that was involved paintball. And I remember the battle started, and I just felt like the saddest old soldier who'd seen this all before and really didn't want to get shot and didn't want to shoot anybody. And I just sort of quite sullenly walked around thinking, what is this all for? You know what I mean? It felt...
Soy se just resubbed for 4 months.
Thank you. It felt very much like a scene from a movie where a soldier looks around and sees all these young lads dying and just thinks, oh, I don't want any part of this. Like, that's literally where I got to. It was quite funny. Can I take more than one injector case in? Two max. Alright, sweet. Yeah, I took no damage. That's kind of silly, isn't it? Oh, fuck off. Oh, no. I'm not going to turn that off. Why would I do that? That seems a bit unfair. You enjoyed it while you were the one being subjected to, but didn't feel like taking any part when it was our turn to organise it. Huh. It's like a reverse bully. But yeah, I just sort of... The whole airsoft thing, I'm like running around with some... Like, I could already imagine a lot of the people that do it. Like, I think when I talked to Tom and Ben about this quite a bit, Ben especially, because he's competed in like tabletop gaming at an international level. Remember, he was Europe's champion of Star Wars Armada. Again?
Yogscast rated with 164 viewers.
Thank you. Hello. Welcome to a bugged edition of Labs. How do I select a melee weapon? Oh shit, they're actually getting me. How? So now they can hurt me? I'll try shooting them in the arm and see if that does anything. Where are you, dickheads? Let's dance, motherfucker! Where you going? Where you going? Is he dead or what? What's going on, Bliat? Yeah, bruh! So dumb! I wonder if it's like I need to do a restart or something, probably, eh? Ooh! I know, mate. I'm fucking livid too. Granata! think they're all out of ammo. Woo! Oh, cripes. Truce? Huh. Yeah. What are we supposed to use, man? Harsh language? I like to keep this handy for close encounters. I heard that. Nobody touched nothing. It's hot in here. Yeah, man, but it's a dry heat. Knock it off, Hudson. Fuck, I love that movie. He's Hudson, sir. I'm Hicks. Now there's a film where I could just watch it endlessly, and I never think, I think I'm over this movie. Yeah, I think it's just not worth watching anymore. It's always worth watching Aliens. What's your name? Be quiet! Hey there! What's your name?
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
I don't mind. I mean, the director's cut to me isn't necessary. I think the film is perfect as it was released. The sentry gun scene is okay, but you don't really see anything. It just gives you some idea of how unstoppable they are. And it does kind of feed into, we killed someone? How? The Frozen Man? I guess so. Couldn't loot him though. Oh, I love Mad Max Fury Road. I love that movie. But I feel like the scene where we have Newt on the planet and we see the colony before it got overrun, I think it's, as it stands, the film is much more powerful when we don't know everybody's backstory. Because the truth about Newt is there all around you. You don't need to see, oh man, this used to be nice and now it's not. That's a given. Like, if you look at the state of the colony, it's much better to just imagine what went down. And when they find that area where it's all boxed in, and he goes like, a last stand. You know, it looks like a hell of a last stand when they just try to hold off these creatures. I find that much more, I don't know how to put it, compelling, I suppose. I guess we have to restart. Solid kill. See you in the next raid. Ripley's daughter been the same age as Newt, but again, we don't need that 'cause she asks about it. And that's enough. I just think the fact that she's in space and this is all so, she's so distant from everything that she knows. It's all so far away. I find that much, that's a much sadder story that we don't get to see all this stuff. We just hear about it. Do you know what I mean? It makes her feel more isolated. The fact that she just hears this stuff from someone she doesn't really know. Oh yeah, your daughter died. I'm really sorry. You know, that's much sadder than hearing about the backstory. I just think, I don't know. I feel like the film was, the stuff they trimmed out, I think was worth trimming out. I am really, really hungry and quite tired. So, how long have I been live for? 2.5 hours. Yeah, that'll do. I'm still getting back into the streaming after being away. So I'm going to call it there, but I will be back later. I hope you can join me then. Cheers for watching. Take it easy and peace out.